I'm Karlien Kriegler.
I'm David Wright.
We're the co-founders of Aura. Today's webinar is largely about AI, and indeed we use a lot of AI in various processes, whether we do qual or quant. And even in our Roblox research, we use AI to design environments. We use it for things like AI assistance. We will talk about that later within the qual space, and also for analysis. But we're also always on a mission to create experiences for people, human experiences that we believe give our clients better insight and definitely is more fun for the participants of research. So our question is always, what if we can transform research into an experience that's immersive, engaging and fun? So for the past 4 years, Aura has been focusing on conversational AI, and since 2022 we're also including qualitative research in immersive environments. And now recently we have launched our Roblox research environments, and today we'd love to show you a bit more of these Roblox research environments.
So why Roblox? Well, currently there's 318 million active users and it's growing very fast, and the fastest growing segment is Gen Z, and for Gen Alpha it is the platform of choice. So by being able to use Roblox for research, we're sort of being able to speak to the next generation. In terms of the platform, millions of people use it every day, and so it's a natural fit for qualitative research. It's very easy to sign up, and it's very easy to develop and customize, so we can develop stores and social spaces and specific spaces for clients. It's accessible globally, and most big brands are now creating Roblox experiences. And finally, you can recruit in the normal way, but you've got to be logged in and verified, so the platform is reasonably safe to conduct research.
So join us on an immersion into our Roblox space to see why respondents love it so much to do research with us.
So, what is everyone's biggest challenge in life right now? Can I call upon any of you?
We have over 100 groups in the metaverse or immersive spaces under our belt. And these were all done in the past 2 years. So I would love to take you on an introduction to the environment. We think that it's really great that people are able to move. So typically in focus groups, you are forced to sit still, or if you're doing a Zoom group, you would stare at other strangers. Whereas here, you can actually move through the environment, and we use this movement to also energize people and to create different experiences. We have found as well that spaces like this is incredible for co-creation. People tend to focus really well and collaborate really well as part of a shared experience. So because of this immersive nature, it's also a great place to have all sorts of projective techniques. So if we talk about gamification in market research, it's definitely not a new topic, and there are a few pioneers in terms of this, but we are not sure how often gamification actually applies to real-world research. And there's lots of scientific evidence to show that it works. So one of the key benefits would be emotional activation. Games make people feel more involved, so it can lead to more authentic insights. We believe that it can definitely reduce biases. If you give somebody a gamified task, it feels less formal, so people can give more honest responses. And also, it sustains people's attention, and we've seen that firsthand in many of the groups that we have conducted. And in that way, it encourages deeper thinking. We hold attention for much longer. So there certainly are quite a few papers that show that gamified surveys and research give richer, more honest responses than traditional ones. And some research even go as far to say that participants in gamified research are 20% more likely to reveal their real true preferences than in traditional research. And we have lots of examples where we are researching topics that are cultural of nature or financial, or we are tackling sensitive topics where people clearly open up more due to the use of the avatar, the shared experience, this level of being a little bit more anonymous, not staring at a stranger, and also having this collaborative environment. I've got two great examples in a recent study where we were speaking to Gen Zs about their life and life experiences. They spent a lot of time tackling the topic inequality, and this happened spontaneously in our discussion. And this we haven't seen in other face-to-face qual research to the same extent before.
So beyond building the actual environment or map, as developers call it in Roblox, we're also building interactive activities. And the first one we deployed is called the brand wall. And how it works is that people can shoot brands that they prefer using shooting stars. And by shooting it once, it means they like the brand. And by shooting that brand multiple times, we give that a brand love score. And the thing that is exciting about it is it makes people participating in the group way more engaged. They have a lot more fun. And by adding timers, we can also put constraints on people as well. So it adds even stronger gamification element. The other things that we can do, we can build virtual grocery stores and even integrate them with Shopify. We can create at-home environments where we can measure on-screen advertising. We can create cinemas where we can test advertising. We can recreate a dealership where you could buy an electric car, for instance, and we could measure and observe the interaction with the sales staff. And so the real value here is we're getting to be able to observe real-time behaviour and realistic scenarios, uncovering insights traditional focus groups might miss. So one of the fun things we can do is create AI-powered NPCs, which are non-playable characters. So these could be, they could be someone taking a survey, so you're next to a billboard and they're asking you questions about it. But it could also be a customer service interaction that you want to understand. So you could train the avatar to go through a script or a sales script. These conversations are very natural and they're AI powered, and they encourage participants to share more thoughtful insights. These AI NPCs will not replace human moderators where we're trying to get depth. The other thing we can do is real-time data collection, and why this matters, it just means we can make these beautiful environments 24/7. We can create tasks like go to a certain area and give feedback on a billboard to an avatar, or you could have a conversation with a beauty assistant and we can record the interaction, and this could be, for instance, for a new product. This means that the environment will become a great source of data and analytics.
Share two recent examples of success stories of doing projects in Roblox. The Ikasi environment that you see here, Ikasi means township. We specifically built for a project where the client was looking to understand how people live in the townships versus the suburbs, and also trying to understand the tension between the two. So we created an environment that gives the right vibe for Ikasi as well as the suburbs, so that the experience people have in the discussion is much more real and lifelike than just, staring at a stranger at a screen. And we believe we got to much deeper and connected insights by creating these experiences. We've recently done a study amongst Gen Zs where we specifically wanted to understand what life is like, what their relationships are like with brands, and what they expect from brands. And the engagement and the energy and the frankness that this Roblox space encouraged was really exciting to see. We found that the brand wall that we used specifically for this study really gave us different insights due to this activity and the shared experience. People took real ownership of the task. They took a strong stand for the brands that they selected, and it had the additional benefit of reactivating the energy levels of the group. So the brand wall really was a highlight for us in providing a fun way for participants to express strong brand preferences and uncover patterns that led to real actionable changes.
So what's next for Roblox research? We're busy with a project based in the UK and South Africa where we want Gen Z to imagine how AI will play out in their future lives. To bring the study to life, we're going to create an environment in Roblox that represents the future. For instance, there'll be drone deliveries, there'll be self-driving cars, and there'll be android robots walking around that you can speak to. This, we think, will help the focus group go further in their thoughts and ideas on the future.
Do you like to see in a gamified research environment? Do let us know. Thank you so much, Ray, for the opportunity to present with you today.